Hello! Just another video update for you guys. I've been painting some Hanoverian units. I've done 3 over the last week or so. So now I'm back to full speed. We're getting through them, but I'm a little bit painted out on them. So I've decided to dig out some other figures that I had. So I bought some 10mm English Civil War figures about 2 years ago. I bought a parliamentarian army and a royalist army, and I painted a couple of units, but couldn't decide quite how to base them. So I was looking at this pike and shot, and this was the idea that I was going to follow. So that's the rule set, and I based them up much like I would have based up for black powder. So like this, so cavalry 2 to a base, and would have had 6 bases, and it never quite looked quite right to me. I was never quite happy with them. So I was watching some videos over the past few weeks from Stephen Smith, and he's painting up 10mm English Civil War, much like these. So that's another cav unit I've got on the go. It takes me about an evening to paint a unit, which is amazing, considering it could take like a week and a half or 2 weeks to paint up a 28mm unit of cav. Anyway, I was watching Stephen's videos, and he's basing them up on a single base. Now he's using a different rule set to the one I'm planning to use, but I thought a single base. Now that's the way forward. So this is what I've come up with. So these are 100mm by 100mm bases. And I was following the order of battle from the Battle of Naseby, because that's only a few miles away from where I actually live. So a single base for an entire unit, and I was putting the unit's name across the bottom there, and a couple of holders for the dice. So I think if anybody knows pike and shot, I think you use morale and things like that. So pretty much like black powder in that case. So something like this, because it was always a bit of a pain moving bases around to remember to move the dices with them. So I thought we'll just put them on the back of the base. I've painted the sort of border around the edge there and the back orange to indicate it's parliamentarian, because English Civil War armies look very, very familiar, or very similar to each other. Same tactics, uniforms, etc. So it's kind of important to know which is which, on the base, on the battlefield. So that's kind of where I'm heading. So I've still got some texture to put down on this base. I was going to use sand. I was chatting to Stephen the other night, and just over his sort of YouTube comments, and he gave me an indication of what he does for basing texture. So I'm going to go down that route. So we'll get these finished. So I'm quite pleased with how this stuff's come out. As I said, it's about an evening to paint them up, which is pretty cool, considering the length of time it takes to do 28s. So far I've got 2 complete units of cav done. This is the 3rd one. I should finish this tonight and get it washed and varnished. Here's a unit of pike and shot. So in the rule book, in the supplement to pike and shot, the supplement to Killer King, there's a special rule for combined units, or not a rule, sorry, there's special statistics for combined units. So I was just going to combine pike and shot on the single base, rather than mess about with individual bases. I've already broken 2 of the pikes off of there. Snap them off, so they've got to be glued back on. There they are over there. So that just kind of reaffirms that they should be going on a large base like this, rather than small bases like I had them, because I can well imagine reaching in to grab a unit or grab a base of pike and not having any pikes left on the base by the time I finish with it. So that's the way forward. I was putting the unit name on the back so we can kind of follow who's who, because we could make some of them elite and so on based on the rules. and that would be easy to figure out who's who, rather than just having, you know, a token or something placed near them. So that's what I've been doing. I'm still messing around with, or painting and dabbling with Napoleonics, but I just fancied a bit of a break. As I said, I painted 3 units in the space of what, 2 weeks. 3, that's 24 man units, and I just got a little bit sick of it. So a quick change. You know, if I can get through a unit of cav an evening, it won't take many weeks to get the army done. So that's my plan. So you should expect to see some English Civil War updates coming over the next few weeks. I will get back to Napoleonics. I've got quite a lot in a priming queue at the minute. I'm just waiting for the rain to stop. So probably at the weekend I can dash out and prime. And we'll get cracking. Talking about Napoleonics, here I've got some figures I'm just putting on the little bottle caps here. This is light infantry, and these I believe are from Elite Miniatures. So I've never actually painted these, or never had any figures from Elite Miniatures before. So I'm looking forward to having a look at these, well, painting these. Oh, not quite focused, there we go. Now the annoying thing here was you had to glue the musket on, so essentially the hand and the musket are a single casting, and you glue that onto the arm. And I haven't got any sort of accelerator for super glue, so I was kind of having to hold it and balance it and all sorts of different things while the glue set. So I've got to get some accelerator for those, so that we can get the muskets glued to the guys. Now this is a light infantry unit. I think it's the 51st Light Infantry Regiment I'm doing, and they're not Elite Miniatures. I realise now they're Perrys. The Elites are for some Highlanders. Sorry about that. These are Perry miniatures. But yeah, the 51st Light Infantry. So again, a little branch out from Hanoverians into something else, just to keep the interest up, really. It's been quite a while since I painted, because I was doing the housework, DIY and stuff. You might have noticed my wrecked hands coming in and out of shot. That's all DIY injuries. So it'd be nice to not injure myself over the coming weeks. But yeah, so back into painting, getting a little bit samey, and I was getting into the zone where I just didn't want to do it. So I thought, we'll make a quick change, because I want to get this stuff done. And that's really helped, because these are, I'm cracking through these. These are fantastic to just to bash out. You know, as I said, a unit a night. I can't believe how quick they are. So yeah, so that's where I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm going to stop. Bye for now.